My name is Ivan Getzi. I am the program director at the Chankillo Archaeological Project. We are here at the Chankillo Solar Observatory and Ceremonial Center. It is one of the few true astronomical observatories that we know from the ancient world. Our first few years, we devoted ourselves to research. Really didn't know very much about the site, and there was much to study and to learn about the ancient astronomical practices, about other sectors of the site that have to do with ancient Andean warfare. We wanted to flesh out the society that built this extraordinary place, and for that we have been studying the houses, the individuals. We are trying to study what they ate, and of course we are very interested in learning what they believed, perhaps what language they spoke. So we have been running a long-term research project, but our goal from the very beginning has always been to give back to the community. We have been blessed with the opportunity to work on a site that is exceptional around the world. Many of the pyramids and monuments in the Supe Valley, where Caral is located, and Caral itself have astronomical orientations. Caral has been recognized as one of America's oldest civilizations, going back 5,000 years. Chankillo is much more recent. It belongs to the first millennium BC. It's about 2,000 years younger than Caral. But there's clearly a relationship between the two, because very recently, researchers from the Caral project have made public that the pyramids and mounds from Caral and other sites in the Supe Valley have astronomical orientations. So clearly, Caral is a very strong example of an antecedent to the development of Chankillo of a solar observatory. They're not the same. Many sites around the world can have an astronomical orientation, and we often can interpret that as a reflection of the worldview of the people who built this site. Clearly, the solar cycle, the sun, the moon were very important to the people who built Caral. At Chankillo, we find a much higher development, which is the construction of an actual installation for the observation of the sky, specifically the sun, the moon, probably the constellations, for the precise determination of dates. It's the next level in ancient astronomy in Peru. Chankillo has a group of constructions known as the 13 Towers. The 13 towers are found atop a hill, and they work as horizon markers, meaning that from a defined place that we call the observatory, the towers track the movement of the sun throughout the seasonal year. For instance, the southernmost tower, which we call Tower 13, coincides in its position and orientation as seen from the observatory with the December solstice. Chankillo, as I have described, actually tracks the movement of the sun throughout the year, every single day. In that way, Chankillo is really unique around the world, and for all of these reasons, UNESCO is considering its nomination as an outstanding and exceptional astronomical observatory. This is one of the few astronomical observatories that we know from the ancient world. It is the oldest in the Americas, that we know for certain. It is probably one of the oldest, if not the oldest, in the world. We do not really know of other observatories like Chankillo from other ancient civilizations. So we have focused our efforts on that. We have made great progress, and starting this year, we are opening a second front, which is an extraordinary building called the Fortified Temple, one of the earliest, if not the earliest, fortification in ancient Peru, a place where we have clearly shown evidence that there were ritual and real battles happening at the time of the decline of Chavin civilization. And we are grateful for that to the community and to the government, of course, for their permit, and we want to give back. And we have always had as a goal that this extraordinary site should be visited by people from all over Peru and all over the world. We want Chankillo to be opened to the public.